Hey there, hi there, Cancer, and welcome to your shadow reading with me, Priscilla B. Um, so, getting into this shadow reading, okay, we're going to be taking a look here at your dreams and the signs and symbols that you've probably been seeing in your dreams recently, okay. Um, So, keeping that in mind here, okay, I have your shadow work guidebook. So, I'm going to be um, going through this with you, okay? Cancer. Okay. So, um, let's see here. First, we're going to take a look here at um, what past events do you feel are affecting your life today? Okay, Cancer. So, starting off, we have art. Okay. I don't know about you, but I love art. Art is like your connection to your soul. It's like the portal and the gateway to your soul here. And understanding yourself better. Okay. So it's a good energy to be in right now. Okay, Cancer. So don't worry. All right. Okay. So art. All right. Build an altar with a hacksaw on your kitchen table. Place a book with the Hebrew letter Shin on the front on top of it. Shin is also known as the Yod ship and has three Yods on it. Yod is like the Fundary sea, okay? As a ship and transport. Of course, it comes after death, and we are very much getting into forms here. And there are so many forms in this card, and sexual too. There is art also, okay? Um, Also, it talks about like the sperm of the hermit card. So, what is that about? Okay, like we need to know what that's about. So, the hermit energy is like I'm actually picking up really strong hermit energy vibes. Okay, right now, for you, Cancer. So you're definitely like in hibernation. You're in hermit mode. Um, so looking at the hermit, okay, um, we have the secret spark that commands the chariot is the door of self. The dream echoes in the empty cavities of itself. The magician plays a trick with the smoke, and the Hierophant mirrors. The hermit delivers a black spearmonson yod lightning strike with white as if it's secret in the billows. It is a secret in the billows of his dress. A bridge out of the air. All the stars are in your eyes. Divinatory meanings, instigator, self-motivator, destiny, fate, escape plans, big decisions, time travel, magic power, acts of service, inevitability, and self-illumination. Reverse readings, doom, the depths, horror, trap, stranded, suicide, alcohol and drug abuse or dependency, selfishness, indecision, retreating, retiring, less than life, and death here. Death, okay, the beginning of the word is the end of the world. The God form is Maelstrom, the priester, who is permeating for the connection with the mouth, for what is spoken, also art and the tower. Form is final, and endings words are tiny depths, paintings too. Sculpture, the seed of the future, is always in the present, but it is a seed that comes in fruition in the fire of destruction. Death calls each one of us by his name when he comes to call, which is his lovely crown. There is a point here about how to speak something to name it, is to fix it and kill it. Something about how forms are used up. Something about platonic forms reoccurring in the scapels. Somehow it relates to the prohibition about eating the fruits of the tree of knowledge and the fall into knowledge of death and of sin. Death resists fixity and stillness. It stirs things up. Okay, divinatory meanings are rebirth, transformation, renewal, endings and beginnings, purification, family, uncanny resemblances, unconscious motivations, deep urges, anointing, completion, contractual agreement, terms, stirring up the subconscious. See also the star. Okay, so, and I do find like the star energy is something like you have really been channeling with this art energy, you know, like a star on the rise, I'm picking up on. Okay. So looking at that, um, you know, really like focusing in on like what raises you up, like what holds you up on this platform of life or this stage of life, right? Because Shakespeare even said, like, we're all like the world is a stage and we're all merely its players, right? So, um, looking at that, what energy are you like channeling in through your shadow realm here, through your dream world here, that is like who are you, right, in the shadow world, right? Like you're trying to find your identity a little bit here, okay, Cancer. And why is this affecting me and in what way? So first we need to figure out what is, right? Who is this character, right? And I feel like it's all about like who is who is who are you, right? Who is you? Who is you, Cancer? I would like to know. No, who are you? Okay, like, so we have the Empress. Okay, this is the energy here that you're channeling via the shadow world, your dream world here, because the shadow is all in your subconscious. Okay, and your dreams are sending you these symbols and messages and signs. Okay, and almost looks like we have like another platform here, or like a table, like these different shapes, okay, are holding something up, I feel like, and that something is you, okay, and it's trying to reinforce this conceptualized like version of who you are. So to put a name to it, we have the Empress energy, which I love. The Empress energy is a great energy. Now enthroned, we see the possibility of form as female, which is circles, triangles, and the star behind the star as woman. Just as pinups stumbled over in summer fields initiated us to the sexual devouring of ourselves, so the Empress presents herself to us now. The rays and the lineaments received from the High Priestess find their vessel in the woman on the pedestal, the gate of heaven, the proto aspect of the divine feminine. To be afraid of life is to be afraid of yourself. This is the first mythic menage a trois. See also the lovers, art, lust, the tower, the moon. Divinatory meanings: love, worship, sensual pleasures, knowledge of beauty, luxury, music of love, calling on, inquisitiveness, thirst for knowledge, heroic striving, hidden potential, sexual exploration, sex's initiation, dream date, table for wisdom and understanding, by the window, royal wedding fever, reincarnation, making ideas flat, pornography, pleasure, fullness, sanity, a garden, mother, teacher, lineage, the door, the way, joy. Okay, so I'm gonna read the reversed side to all that because that's a lot, but like, the question that the past is asking you here, because your past is coming in really like heavy here, okay? With this Empress energy, okay, there's all this like beauty, right? And this freedom here. Like, I feel like there's like, sexual freedom here, okay? So, there's also like a reverse side to that you might be encountering, like, this like, um, you know, like, I want to say like a woman attacking you that's like not an empress, okay? But that's just like, that could be, true or not true, but the energy here is someone who is causing terror, anxiety, body horror, self doubt, failure to thrive, misogyny, emasculation, false expectations, restlessness, laziness, lack of stability, inability to embrace the here and now, anthropomorphism, okay, a sexual confusion, illusions, overindulgence, religious fervor, revolution, pornography, idealization, disgust, misunderstanding, mother, a swamp, sorrow. Yeah, there's definitely a not so great. uh like I don't know if you've ever met like a woman who's like misogynistic, okay? um but like I could be like picking up like on a mother-in-law type figure or energy here. Just like another woman that's like jealous of you, sort of, okay? But she's like attacking you, right? So you're trying to like block all of that out right now, actually. um so how can you work through this, right? So uh um and there is a lot of misogyny in the world, in society today, you know. And I also feel like there's like a lot of like religious pressures, right, for you to like act a certain way or be a certain way, Cancer, that it's just not like fitting with like your overall like identity here, okay? um so how can you work through this to heal? Okay, so we're going to get into that. We want to know like how can you heal these wounds of the past, right? All right, yeah. So let's take a look at how you can work through this in order to heal. I'm going to use my crystal visions cards for this. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. Okay, um, we also have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I mean these two cards right here kind of tell me like everything I need to know right away about why you're experiencing these profound moments of like um seeing how your past is reminding you of like all these like new ways um that you can understand events in your life and why these events are happening. So the Four of Wands, we have like a man going up to a woman on a horse. Okay, it's automatically giving me like Prince Charming vibes, fairy tale vibes. Okay, um, so maybe you're one of those people who like still believe in fairy tales and in you know um, Prince Charming and all that stuff, right? So looking at that, okay, this is all about celebration, harmony, and homecoming. Okay? In its upright position, the Four of Wands represents celebration, harmony, and a sense of homecoming. This card signifies a period of joy, stability, and the achievement of a significant milestone. It often indicates a reason to celebrate, whether it's a special event, a harmonious relationship, or the successful completion of a project. The Four of Wands invites you to embrace moments of unity, happiness, and the support of loved ones. It symbolizes a time when you can enjoy the fruits of your labor and feel a deep sense of belonging. Okay? And then we have the Page of Swords. Okay? Um, more celebrations are needed here. Okay? In order to create more harmony. Okay? So, Page of Swords. Okay? This is going to be curiosity, new ideas, intellectual pursuits. Okay? Encourages you to approach problems with an open and inquisitive mind. Remain adaptable and explore new ideas. It signifies a time of intellectual growth and learning. Okay? So, we also have a butterfly garden here. Okay? So, butterflies are definitely a big theme for you. Okay? So, if you're not like having, if there's not enough like celebrating, if there's not enough like good times and harmony here, and there's not enough like curiosity and exploring, you're gonna get stuck with like a Ten of Wands situation, okay, where you're carrying all the weight, you're not able to release anything. Okay, you're gonna get stuck with a Three of Swords situation where you're constantly like in the middle of like a situationship or like you know, other people's problems, right? This has to do with like the heart and relationships and like building on trust here. Okay. I'm getting like a love triangle. Okay. No one wants to be in a love triangle. It's not fun. It's super, 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 super not fun. Okay. So a lot of the reasons for that are restrictions. Um, but again, you know, like the Page of Swords comes out again here. Okay. So as we go deeper into your subconscious, as we see how your dream world unfolds for you, and now how you're like perceiving yourself even as this Empress energy, right? So we're getting like support for that because we're letting go of like not being restricted anymore. Okay, Cancer? The Page of Swords is like you need to cut away those restrictions and those blockages that are keeping you from your happiness, are keeping you from your cupcake. You know, like Alice wants her cupcake, give her her cupcake. So, um, you know, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, again, more support in that realm. So, going back and looking at this Empress energy, okay, we have childhood memories, okay? Childhood memories etched into the subconscious can affect many things in life without you even realizing what the root cause is. Reflecting on your childhood memories is helpful. Okay, so reflecting on your childhood memories. So we have positive childhood memories and how they're like affecting your life now. Okay. So if we look at this Empress energy, right? Let's take a look here, Cancer. I can just like picture you like playing with dolls or something, or like playing dress up. That's kind of like an Empress energy, but like you're a kid, right? Because you're playing dress up, you're playing princesses, right? So I don't know about you, but like that's like what I did, Disney princesses, right? So that's my version of pretend, right? Fairy tales, adventures, okay? So, like, looking at this, okay, we have the Empress symbolizes the fruitful manifestation of your desires, the birth of new ideas or projects, and the nurturing of existing relationships. It encourages you to connect with the Earth's abundance, embrace your sensuality, and find comfort in life's natural rhythms. The Empress card is a symbol of maternal care, growth, and the flourishing of creative endeavors. Okay? Um, so, you know, you're like seeing all this like natural life and growth and transformation happening. And you're also at the same time, I feel like, um, those are all like positive things, right? Care, growth, those are all like positive things. Okay. Creative endeavors. Okay. But then we have what feelings are associated with these positive memories, right? And then we talk about relationships. We talk about um, like natural rhythms to life, okay? So when you have that, right, and you're experiencing that, it's bringing like a sense of like fertility and abundance and nurturing, okay? Um, And this is all like really positive stuff. But then we also go into like the negative stuff of childhood memories, which have affected your life. We get neglect, overindulgence, stagnation. Um, so this suggests that there's challenges in expressing nurturing creative energies. The Emperor serves as a reminder to find balance in your nurturing instincts and avoid overexerting, extending yourself. It's an opportunity to reevaluate your relationships and creative projects. Ensure they receive the care and attention that they need. Okay, so if you're not experiencing enough care, yeah, I mean, so looking at this Empress energy, it's like you're really coming from a place of nurturing and cultivating. And the Empress feat signifies the power of love, nurturing, uh, the heart, the heart-shaped shield. So, like, looking deeper into this Empress energy, um, as a child, you probably felt like um, youthfulness, like of playing outside, of just being around nature. Um, Springtime is like a big, major, significant time of year where you can like feel like all this like new energy. Okay. So looking at that and then finding out like how exactly does this Empress energy um, shape your life today, right? So looking at that, we have justice and we have the world and the page of cups. Okay. So you're bringing more justice to your life. You're bringing more balance and harmony to your life. There's all of this like beauty, like vivid colors, flowers, butterflies. There's all this like symbolism happening all around you of like embracing and seeing like the world in a new way and like a new perspective. And looking at that closer, okay, looking at this world energy and this justice energy, justice is all about fairness, balance, and truth. Okay? Like, no more hiding yourself. Okay? Like, even as a child, I don't know, you probably played hide and seek, right? I feel like hide and seek is like, you're not playing hide and seek anymore, right? As a grown up, right? But there's these like hidden truths to like what is going on in your world that's out of balance, that isn't justified. Okay. So this card symbolizes fairness. Okay. Justice will prevail. The truth is revealed. The justice card signifies the need for making fair and impartial decisions based on reasons and integrity. It encourages you to seek balance in your life, act justly, and make choices that align with your moral values. The justice card is a symbol of karmic justice, honesty, and the importance of upholding truth and equity. Equity. Okay? So, right now you're looking at all of that, you're seeing all of that, and you are coming to terms with like how you can incorporate justice into your life. How can you like take these steps of like speaking your truth more openly and honestly and not being afraid to hold back anymore. And then we have the world card, okay? Um and what does the world mean for you? Okay, Cancer. It means completion, fulfillment, and wholeness. In its upright position, the world card symbolizes completion, fulfillment, and wholeness. This card represents a time when you have reached a significant milestone or achieved a state of wholeness and integration. The world signifies a sense of accomplishment and the realization of your goals. It encourages you to embrace the sense of fulfillment and celebrate your achievements. The world card is a symbol of harmony, balance, and the recognition of your place in the grand scheme of things. Okay? So, the biggest thing for you right now, Cancer, is letting go of that restrictive energy that was coming through here, that was holding you back, you know, weighting you down, pressurizing you, being part of some love triangle that you never asked to be a part of, cutting away all of that with the Page of Swords, you know, with your creativity, your spark of creativity and passion here, and being able to taste like all the wonder and beauty that the world has to offer you if you just choose to move on, okay, and go where there's more abundance, go where there's messages of creativity and enthusiasm and adventure, you know, travel to your butterfly garden, and explore all that the world has to offer you, because it's a beautiful place for you. It's a peaceful, tranquil place for you to be playful, to be artistic, to be creative, um, and to separate yourself from energies that are not creative and sparking passion and fulfilling you. Okay, that's my message for you, Cancers. Love and light always. Thank you for watching. Bye.